Alright then. Notice I'm still definitely heading downhill. The floor is nice soft sand. I'm going to show you something. Notice the flow marks here. Notice how there's little trenches? That's because what happens is water drips from the ceiling, and the wind through a cave can only go one of two ways, up or down the tube. So it blows the water drops sideways. So they end up making these little, the impact of the water drops, they make impacts on the floor, shaped like little dashes. So it looks like Morse code. If you're lucky enough, like me, to get in here early in the season before people have trampled it. Later on, the floor is going to get a lot drier. This place is going to be a lot busier. So, yeah, the evidence will be gone. So there's natural light ahead. I'm going to turn off the... Okay, my camera's not the greatest for low light. So there's sort of a skylight here. It'd be way too difficult for me to try to go through here. I mean, the ceiling here is 20 feet tall easily. But look at how that's like a pillar, but it's a horizontal pillar. You probably can't tell. There's actually a fence up there to keep people from accidentally falling down. I think I found that from above once. Believe it or not, some of these cave entrances are kind of hard to find. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and turn on the light. You can see it's just rock. I'm going to stay on the trail for now. Notice it's a little bit green up there. There's enough natural light getting through. The stuff grows up there. Notice there's a tiny opening. It's not fenced off because it's not big enough for people to get through. So you can't really fall down, get yourself hurt. Anyway, let me turn around. So this is looking back up the tube towards where that bat was. So let me pan up a second. Notice how it's kind of cool shaped up there. I think this formed, I'm not 100% sure, I think this formed by an air bubble in the lava forming. It's another spot where the ceiling is well preserved and rough. Yeah, the smooth caves are easiest to explore. Those are good for beginners, but the rough ones, they're the more educational, interesting ones. But you gotta work your way up. Crawl, then walk. Like right here on the ceiling, camera's probably not doing it justice, but there's a lot of small lava formations on the ceiling here. But that's because they're up out of reach. People can't accidentally bump them while exploring. Looks like I'm about to the lower entrance. Whoops, slipped on a rock. So I'm going to turn off my flashlight, enjoy the natural light. Notice how the texture of the wall, like the first 15 feet is really rough, and then above that is smoother. It's like flows from two different times, something like that. Got a little bit of moss growing over there. It's nice. Okay, let's see if I can get up here. As long as here, I'm going to go all the way to the parking area. Since there's a second entrance, there's a second parking area, lower parking area. That'll give me a good place to break. Now notice, that's officially the end of the cave, but look at that. There's another little hole in the ground right there. I don't think that's officially Sentinel Cave. In fact, if I remember, it's too small to get through. For humans, anyway. Who knows what kind of creepy crawlies live in there. Notice there's no gate here. If it was closed, there'd be a little gate right here. And that building, there's the visitor center. Actually, that's where the people live. Visitor center, I think, is to the left. So let me look back. That's where I just came out. Boy, it's nice outside. It's like 70 degrees, perfect day. Notice this walkway is paved. The trail doesn't go right next to the skylight. Obviously they don't want people to try to fall in the skylight. So the trail's a little bit to the side. Maybe coming back down, I'll point out where the skylight is. But yeah, if the cave is over to the right, then the skylight would be too, right? But notice I'm hiking uphill a bit. It's very hilly here. That's why inside these caves in this area, they're all very steep. They're not flat at all. Notice it's quite a hike from the road. Should make you ask the obvious question though. Why didn't they put the road closer to the cave entrance? It's partly cloudy, but other than that, it's a really nice day. Notice the pavement ends. Now the trail's gravel. I'm not sure what's the story behind these trails being partly paved and partly gravel. Notice there's a trench over here to the left. And there's a hole right there. Notice there's another hole over there. Maybe that'll answer the question of why the road doesn't come over here. Notice there's actually a trail here over the nice big hole. Huh. Maybe there's something over there worth looking at, huh? And then there's the trail, the pavement begins again. You know, I need to ask the rangers why in the world that is. Alright, so I'm back to the parking lot. This is a different parking area. So this is the parking area for Sentinel Cave, the lower entrance. Notice there's no gate, so yes, it's open.